We got it. We got it. We got it. Hey man, how come you didn't wait for the light? It doesn't matter if there's a car coming. You gotta wait for the light, man.
Sorry, I apologize. I usually don't do that.
That's why we've had like tons of people hit and killed on the streets because people don't wait for the lights.
I'm sorry. I thought I did something like wrong because my buddy gave me this plastic.
Your buddy gave you what?
Gave me this frame.
Where?
I thought that's why you was rolling up on me, but
No, it's like I said, you hit the button, but you didn't wait for the light to change. Even if there's no cars coming, you still gotta wait for the light.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Okay. Do you have your driver's license with you, sir? Or any ID? You don't have ID?
You know, honestly, at this point, the entire interaction could have just came to an end. And to tell you the truth, there never needed to be an interaction in the first place. A police officer pulling up on somebody because they was jaywalking is one of the pettiest things imaginable.
You have ID? Like you have a Utah ID in the past?
Colorado State ID.
Colorado State. Have you dealt with the police here before?
Yeah, I have, but I mean,
So you'll be in the, so I can look you up in the system. I know, but you did.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
You don't have any warrants or anything like that, do you?
No, I shouldn't.
Okay, what's your name, sir?
TJ, Tariq. I didn't do it. I'm
You
sorry,
did.
sir.
You jaywalked.
I apologize. I jaywalked on a back road.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I really am sorry.
Okay.
Didn't mean to, sir. I apologize. I really do.
And you know, just to be clear, a police officer asking somebody for their identification over jaywalking, especially when it wasn't even a busy street, when there really wasn't any traffic, really is just harassment. You bored and you looking for something to do. You pulling up on this guy because, well, maybe you need to meet your quotas. I don't know what it is, but at the end of the day, this was just a completely unnecessary interaction. Asking this guy for his identification. Well, do you have your ID on you? Who is this guy who would have dared to walk across the street when the light's red? You know what I'm saying? Like, because only hoodlums and criminals do things like that.
I'm just going to make sure you don't have any warrants. No, stay here.
Sir, please.
Sir, stop. Stop right now.
I just jaywalked.
Bravo 230, I need it back. Sir, stop right now. 230, I have one running. Northbound, 7th east, or sorry, 4th east. Stop! Get on the ground!
No!
Get on the ground!
No! No! No!
230, one at gunpoint. 1022, he's continuing.
Now, should he have given him his ID? Perhaps. Should he have ran away? Maybe not. Maybe that wasn't the best thing for him to do. But at the end of the day, what did he really do that would have required the police officer to chase after him anyway? He walked across the street. He did some jaywalking. As I pointed out before, you don't need to pull somebody over and ask them for their identification for something so trivial in the first place. But then when the man starts running away, you know, honestly, that's kind of one of those situations where it's like, let me go find somebody who really did something. This dude called for backup. You hear all these police sirens going on all over some jaywalking. I mean, what do you really think that you're protecting your community from? There aren't better things for you to be doing?
Get on the ground! Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. I got you. Get your hand. Hey, buddy. Right arm up. Give us your right arm. Keep your hand down. Give your hand down. I can't. Get your hand down. That's your right arm, guy. We got it.
At least 6 officers jumped on this man, hitting him, tasing him, kicking him, beating him up, all because he ran away, all because, you know, some jaywalking. They ended up calling the whole police squadron to get after a man who did some jaywalking. What other crimes are going on? How are people supposed to be able to trust the police? The other day we went over a video where somebody called because they were having a mental health breakdown, and then the whole neighborhood basically had to low-key save a man's life, save a man from being shot up by the police officers who had their guns drawn even though he had no weapons. He had nothing in his hand but a cell phone. You just really never know what you're gonna get in this country when it comes to the police.
Stop talking to me, man. Stop talking to me, sir. You pulling up on me for what?
In Lycoming County, Pennsylvania, that man has apparently committed the offense of walking while black.
Don't I got the freedom of speech? All right, don't I got the freedom of speech? All right, what you nodding your head at me for? What you nodding your head at me for? All right, I don't need you to say hi to me. You go right on ahead, sir. You have a good day.
That's a polite response to a narcotics enforcement officer engaged in racial profiling.
Go ahead, officer. This what y'all got to do with your day. This what you got to do with your day? This what you got to do with your day just to say hi, you pull up next to me? This what you got to do? Just to pull up next to me? So what you following me for, bro? What you following me for?
I'm not following you.
So why are you driving next to me? I don't want to have a conversation with you. Have a nice day.
The pedestrian is walking on the sidewalk, but the police officer keeps following him.
Go catch a real criminal. Go catch a real criminal. It's raining. It's raining. Look, he telling me, please use the sidewalk now.
And that's because the man has now stepped into the street. And under Pennsylvania law, it is illegal to walk in the street if a sidewalk is available.
You telling me, please, I'm a grown man, bro. I'm 28 years old. I don't need you to tell me where to walk. I don't need you to tell me where to walk. Can you excuse me so I can cross the street then? You driving next to me. You worry about me. You worry about me for what? You pulled up on me for what? You pulled up on me for what? I don't need you to say hi. Go to head. All right, whatever. Narcotics. Narcotics. You narcotics. Following me about walking in the street. Narcotics. Narcotics. Following me by walking in the street. You following me.
I said get out of the street.
Bro, what you gonna put your hands on me for walking in the street? I don't have no idea. Ain't no
You're
comment.
free to leave.
Oh, what are you grabbing
You're
me
not
for?
free to leave now.
What are you grabbing?
How many times did I tell you to get out of the street?
I'm walking to my mother's house.
Okay.
I'm walking to my mom's house. Nothing I'm doing is a crime.
I said
Am
use
I
the
being
sidewalk.
detained?
Yes, you
Am
are.
I breaking the law? What law am I
It's called
breaking?
mandatory use of the
What
sidewalk.
law am I breaking? I'm crossing the street.
I just
I'm
told
walking
you.
and crossing the
I
street.
just told you.
You literally made.
You walked the whole
Listen.
way up the street without using the sidewalk.
This officer, because I'm walking to my mother's house. I don't have an ID on me. I got on shorts.
I
I'm
said use
walking.
the sidewalk, and
All
use the
right, and I
sidewalk.
was walking across the street. You were driving in the middle of the street.
And then right here I told you to use
You
the
were
sidewalk.
driving next to me. And where am I at right now?
I need your name
I don't
and
have an ID. I don't have an ID for what? For what? For what?
Because I'm telling you.
What crime did I commit?
I just told you mandatory
What
use of
crime
the
did I
sidewalk.
commit? What crime did I commit? I got out the sidewalk. I got off the sidewalk. I got off the sidewalk. I got into the sidewalk.
Don't resist. He's failing the ID.
Because I'm failing the ID.
Failure to produce ID and jaywalking. Legal experts say there's a stronger case that could have been made against the police officer who engaged in stalking and harassment. The outcome of this arrest is not clear, in part because the man who recorded and posted this video is not commenting. However, kudos to former Sheriff's Deputy Abaya Israel, who runs the channel We the People University. He first spotted this. As the former cop turned civil rights advocate noted, the Lycoming County narcotics officer in this incident seemed to be engaged in a fishing expedition. Sadly, that happens every day in America, most often to black men. It's why all of us should always record interactions with police that we see or that we witness. It is our right to film and record law enforcement officers carrying out their actions in public. And remember, the camera doesn't lie. And that's an important contrast with far too many police.